What's up, y'all? It's your boy JTMM, aka JustTenMoreMinutes, aka the Freaking 10, back again on this Monday with more Nightwish. Now, this one is an older one as well. Again, I went through their discography. I was like, you know, what sounds like a cool album? Because I don't really remember the album names, right? I don't go in and choose by album. Y'all just give me a name of a song, and I'll go in and I'll put the album name on, as I used to do in the lyric or in the song information below. But I never, it's not something I memorized, right? Y'all know how bad my memory is. So, but this one, I just didn't recognize this particular image of the album cover. And it turns out there's quite a few songs that I've covered, but not this one. And Cadence of Her Last Breath. That's a song title, right? And I mean, I say that a lot, but it's very true. You know, there's some song titles that just don't grab your attention, but they could be good songs. You know, first one that popped to mind was Huey Lewis and Power of Love. If you go listen to Power of Love, it's like Power of Love. Okay. You know, generic. But I mean, if you take a look at the success of that song, that's a pretty good song. But Cadence of Her Last Breath. Now, hopefully it's not the reverse and this is not a good song, but it's Nightwish, so I don't know that that's generally going to be the case. Yeah, I'm very interested to see what is her last breath. Why is it her last breath? What is the story behind it? Those types of things that you start thinking about when such a title comes to mind. So with that being said, let's check it out and find out why. That's some dark shiz right there. I like it though. Okay. I'm pardon the pause, right? I always want y'all to get like 100% transparency on my thought process. And the lyrics don't match, or excuse me, the vocals don't match the darkness of the song. And I don't know if that makes sense or if I'm being unfair, but there's a, how do I want to put this? I would have brought it down maybe an octave in certain parts. Let me do this. And I don't normally do this. I'm at 216. I just want to go back here for a second. Okay. That part, so I didn't go back far enough, if I'm honest. That part I had no problem with. Actually, that part I really kind of liked, because I like the background when it's a longing for, and then the background, the runaway, runaway. But there's something missing. I can't put my finger on it. I was thinking it was the octave, but I'm not sure that it was. Running for her life, the dark rain from her eyes still falls. Oh, I like that. The dark rain from her eyes still falls. Breathtaking butterfly chose a dark day to live. Save one breath for me. A loner longing for the cadence of her last breath. Why do I miss someone I never met? With bated breath I lay. Sea winds brought her to me, a butterfly, mere one day miracle of life, and all the poetry in the world finally makes sense to me. Save one death for me, a loner longing for, run away, run away, run away. The cadence of her last breath. So, like the intro caught me off guard, but it was good. And then the music is great, but there's something missing with the vocal. I can't quite put my finger on it. Let's hear the rest. But I was expecting something more, and maybe it just goes back again. I love her voice, like a lot. But I feel like there's something missing here. Maybe it goes back to the depth, where it's lacking that depth of tone that would really just complete this. And again, these are not any remarks of her that say negative. I'm not putting her down. I'm not insulting her. There's something with her voice where it doesn't have that depth of tone and a richer power to it, but that's not it. Some people just don't have it, but they're still great singers. So this is not a knock against her. Maybe that's what it is. Let's keep going. And I really hate it to sound like I'm just totally ragging on her. I'm not. It's just when I listen to a song like this, I'm expecting an edge or something to that. But let's keep going. Let's see if it changes. Okay, I want to go back to the beginning. Just here shortly. Bear with me for a second. Maybe it's just the opening. Okay, it's the richness of the tone. Because I love her voice. But I think when you have something like this, and what was coming to mind was the Amy Lee with Never Essence, right? Not Never Essence, jeez. I've gotten stuck on the ends. Ever Essence. And was it Bring Me Back to Life or whatever that one is? Because that's what this gave me the vibes of. And there's a difference in the tones. And I think that's what's missing here is just that fullness. Because when it gets to the chorus, it's great. Like, I really like this song. I would listen to this one quite a bit. I like the Runaway, Runaway, Runaway right behind. I think that's what it is because the lyrics are great. The music is phenomenal. And again, the vocals are not bad. I mean, obviously they found success with it, so it's not like it's a bad voice. I think that's what it is, yeah. Put to rest all that's not life, drink for beauty and fill my blank page. Sometimes a dream turns into a dream. A loner longing for the cadence of her last breath. And then obviously the runaway, runaway in between. Yeah, I think that's really all that it is. The song itself is a really good song. And I really like that line of the dark rain from her eyes still falls. I mean, you could sit there and just say tears falling down her face, or, you know, a midnight rain falls from her eyes. You could say all of these things, but the dark rain from her eyes still falls. And not just ending it with eyes, right? But saying falls. And that description, I really, really, really like the way that Tomas did that. Tuomo, excuse me. Yeah. Let me know if I'm just completely off base with that, because I don't want to be unfair to her. Obviously these guys have found success in music with their vocals, so I never want it to seem like I'm saying they can't sing. Far from. What I look for when I'm listening to these things is, how does it tell the story? How does the vocal enrich the story? And I think that's just the part of it where it lacks for me, is there's not a depth to it that just gives you that feeling. Because to start out and having words of running from her, or running for her life, and that opening where you hear the heavy breathing, to have it in such a soft voice like that, it doesn't, I don't buy into it. But then in the chorus, it's power again. I really liked it. Let me know if I'm just off base. Maybe I'm just a moody old man these days. But that's just, again, it's just my personal opinion on it. Got more coming. Enjoy your Monday. I'll see you on the next one. Y'all know who I am and what I'm about. JTMM. Like, subscribe, and share. I'm out.